shot cycle is actually arguably the most important thing in the game, especially right now while a lot of us are still not maxed out on our characters. But basically the idea behind it is the game kind of rewards you for bad RNG. So you take a couple open shots that are uncontested, when you miss them, your next one's going to go in. It really doesn't matter how contested you are, it's probably going to go in. And that's just something to be aware of, not just on offense, but on defense as well. The cycle still happens with blocks. Okay, so a couple things with the cycle is it resets on made shots. So one thing you can do is say I made a contested shot and it was kind of a bad shot and I'm like, okay, probably shouldn't have gone in, I kind of got lucky it did. Now my cycle's kind of got lower because of that. So until I make my next shot, my cycle's bad. So what I need to start doing is taking open shots, really working to even if it's, you know, not the most opportune time to take it, just try to get open all the way and know that cycling's different from threes and twos. So if I miss a couple of threes, I can just step in and try to, they're not going to expect me to shoot a two most of the time. So just step in and get an easy two so my team's still scoring points. And then you're going to find some games where I just stay in the corner and pass because I know my cycle got bad and we need to win. So I need Isaac to score, you know? If you guys have ran into the team I play with, which is CAD, myself, and Tyler or Isaac can drive, what you're going to notice is we will literally leave a point guard wide open. Because how cycling works is they'll make the first shot and they're most likely going to miss the second shot because their attributes just don't match up with making threes. So you probably have also seen me make half-court shots, which I do somewhat consistently if I miss two wide open threes in a row. So it's just really important to adjust your defense and your offense to stopping the cycle. Well, good thing to know is that you still get cycle even if you get blocked. So a lot of people will be like, oh, I zoomed in and I got blocked, or I got a fire shot and got blocked when you were shooting from behind the three at least. But it's still cycle. So if you're taking an open shot and it gets blocked and it zooms in like that, the game thinks that your cycle's gone through. So even if you're getting blocked, you can be quote unquote open and get blocked at this game. So it's important to realize that, hey, I just lost my cycle on that shot. And then have to work back into getting good looks the rest of the game. There's also certain special effects that characters have that ignore cycling a little bit. That's one of the reasons that Allen and Iverson are so strong in the game right now. It's because if someone gets crossed over, contesting doesn't happen. So if AI gets across, you don't contest a shot. So his cycle's basically unaffected as long as he lands a crossover on you. The most annoying aspect is having the team against you understand how the cycle works. So if you have a point guard with you, or even a power forward as your third, they most of the time won't guard them. They'll know, just triple team the AI and hopefully he doesn't get open. What's really important is AI in all of his crossovers has 2 times the pull-up jumper. You can do it at the very beginning, you can do it at the end. So the best strategy, I think, is to have the center block the long crossover, and the person close can block the short crossover pull-up. So the center's focus on the team, if they're double teaming the AI, should be to focus on blocking the double cross or the long cross pull-up. And the person directly guarding the AI should focus on guarding the short cross pull-up. And it's not easy, but it's something that, the timing's the same from when AI shoots, short and long, to block it. It's just being ready for it, so. I think it's really important that the person directly guarding the AI, not the one doubling, does not get crossed over. Because if the one guarding the AI directly gets crossed over, then the center doesn't contest either, or the second defender. So the idea is if you get a cross, no one's contesting, they have to block it. So being still is really important. If you have 2 people defending an AI and they both are really good at staying still and understanding that AI's crossovers are pull down, So if you can play the cooldown, if you've ever played a MOBA or anything like that, just take advantage of the cooldown. As soon as you see AI do his signature crossover, just crowd him, because normal crossovers are easy to bump, things like that, and get really aggressive on defense and know that he has a cooldown after he does it. Yeah. Yeah, I think one of the big things is AI right now is oppressive because of the way characters were released. He probably came out before we needed some other characters to help defend them. But pretty soon, if the ads that we've been seeing are true, we're gonna have T-Mac, who is very similar in how strong he is. You know, I think those are probably the tier 0. You know, if you're going by tier, those are the 2 best scorers in the game. And then shortly after, it looks like the Kuroko crossover characters are coming. And once the Kuroko crossover characters come, we'll have a lot more tools to our disposal to slow down AI and slow down everyone in general. This game is very obviously offensive focused, while most of these games are defensive focused. You're not going to have your center in this game get 6 blocks like you could in trios or any of those other games you guys have played. It's just not the same here. So you're really going to have to focus on consistently outscoring the other team and being good enough to get 1 to 2 stops a game yourself. And if you can do that, then it's just sky's the limit.